What's up my people? Today I've got an interesting video. Recently I had a conversation with my brother about One Piece, and you know what we spoke about? We said name your top 5 moments in One Piece, and I can't lie, I named 5 moments with ease, no problem. But then he'll hit me with the counter, then I'll hit him with the counter, and then that's when I deeped One Piece actually has so many crazy moments, so many hype moments, and I'm just like, yo, can you even put a top 5 list of One Piece moments? So I decided to write down a list of honourable mentions for top 5 One Piece moments, and let me know in the comments if you have any moments you'd like to put in, and don't cook me if I forgot any. It's actually hard. There's 1,000 episodes, and right now I'm actually at I'm like act 2 of Wano, so I'm not going to add anything from act 3 Wano, so you can understand, don't cook me if I'm not adding gear 5 and that. I have not seen that yet, but don't worry, I'll let you guys know my reaction when it happens. And people tell me, watch episode 1015, is the best anime episode ever. So I'm going to try do a reaction for that one too. But you know what? Man got my honorable mentions. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So, the first One Piece moment that's like iconic, that's crazy, that's like, yo, this is top 10 moments in anime history. And that is Arlong Park. And you know what? Arlong Park is that first One Piece moment where you're like, yo, I'm actually gonna lock in and watch the rest of this show. They give me the reason to watch this show, because when I got up to Arlong Park, I was like, you know what? One Piece, pretty fun, pretty enjoyable. And then yo, they will give me that good stuff. I was like, ain't no way. Is this what One Piece is about? They hit us with the Arlong Park walk, and I said, yo, these guys are standing on business. And that's when I was sold on One Piece. I feel like if you don't like One Piece after Arlong Park, it's probably not for you, you know what I'm saying? But Arlong Park is that first moment, that first overtaken dun. It's that first moment of that. And you know what? I'm telling you, man, had the goosebumps. I was so hyped for that walk. I was so gassed for that fight. And you know what? They delivered. And that moment, that Arlong Park walk, no matter how many times they reanimate it, it just don't hit the same as the OG. So that's why Arlong Park, it's in the honourable mentions for now, but we're going to make the top 5 at the end of the video. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video. I do appreciate it. And number 2 on my honourable mention list is actually Nothing Happened. Yeah, nothing happened. But you get what I'm talking about. Thriller Bark. It has so many great moments. I don't know where I'd rank it in arcs, but it definitely had its down moments, but it has some goated moments. And as you can see right here on this list, Nothing Happened. That is like the first time the crew, they were in like proper serious danger. Everyone was knocked out, down for the count. Luffy, bro, was asleep. He is not waking up. All you see is Zoro, Sanji. These guys just fought this huge monster. Oars, they had 0 stamina left. So Zoro gets up, he says, yo, let me just take the hits, man, smoke me. And this is where you see Zoro standing up for Luffy. This is where you have to respect him. He's willing to throw away his dream for Luffy. But then you get Sanji getting up as well, and Zoro says, this is my moment. He knocks out Sanji. Kuma took him to the Hell in a Cell. And next time we saw him, Sanji, obviously he's the one that remembers what happened, so he got up, he looks for him. Then all you see is Zoro. He is on 1 HP. I don't even think he's on 1 HP. Can he be on 0.5 HP? We saw 1% of that pain, we saw 1 bullet of Luffy's pain hit Zoro and he was bugging out. So imagine after taking that huge bubble of Luffy's pain. So yeah, so seeing Zoro, arms crossed, after taking all of them hits, 1 HP, you have to give him his respect. And that's why it's a top 5 moment in One Piece. For me, I haven't made the list yet, but for me, I argue that is in there. But going to number 3, we have I Want to Live. Water 7 Enies Lobby, that 80 or 100 episode run is like the most generational run I've seen in that anime. I was just so hooked seeing that Robin moment. We get her backstory first, yeah. You see she had no friends and that. She was getting dashed everywhere, she was just trying to make a living, she's getting booed out everywhere. Everyone's trying to get their money off her. They're trying to chase the bag. And you know what? She ain't got no friends. So then here she's in front of her friends. They've done some crazy journey to get to her. And then you see Luffy, the captain, the goat, he just says, it might be top 10 voice acting in One Piece. Just that moment, they stood on business for her and they got her back. So I Want to Live, I ain't gonna lie, I was tearing up a bit in it, you know. I can't let everyone know that. Number 4, we got RIP Ace. Ace, my guy, my GOAT. That's my boy. But the moment when they saved Ace, I was off my seat. I was celebrating like it's a football game. I'm seeing this Mr. Free guy, you know. This guy was my op back in the day and he saved my boy. So I thought, you know what, great rescue mission, let's go home. I was all happy until that Akainu guy spawn camped Ace. Like he spawn camped Ace, man. He was tracking him down, he was full speed. But you know, with Ace dying, it kind of hit more with the flashback. So when I put a top 5 moment, it definitely is the way it happened. The whole war was about him. Died in Luffy's hand, you know. He made Luffy bug out, you know. So yeah, Ace's death, definitely a contender for the top 5 moments. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it in the same arc, because the next One Piece moment, it just has to be top 5. This is not a debate. It has to be top 5.
The One Piece is real!
No, Whitebeard, he was on his deathbed. He was cooking Blackbeard, even though he was finished, man. We were talking about 1 HP about Zoro. Whitebeard, he was already eliminated, man. It's like they were just rendering him out the game. He was finished. He had a hole in his belly, but he still had the time and the effort to drop some bars on Blackbeard's head. Blackbeard was like, yo, this guy's not dead, yo. What? He didn't know Buggy was live streaming him. Yeah, Buggy came in clutch. But my man said the One Piece is real, and everyone started going crazy. That's like, they were all chasing the bag after that, and that caused more problems for the Marines. But the One Piece is real. But that voice acting, that moment, it's literally iconic throughout all of anime. Even, it might even be iconic outside the anime circle, you know what I'm saying? So the One Piece is real. 1,000,000% is already in the top 5 moments. Then I have Chopper and Dr. Hiluluk. Yes, the timings of the list is a bit funny, but this is just what came to my head, you know. So Chopper and Dr. Hiluluk, you know, that moment when he says, a man doesn't die when he gets shot. A man doesn't die when he eats a poisonous mushroom. A man dies when he's forgotten, you know, that quote, special. I even remember it like kind of word for word. I don't think it is word for word, but I remember it pretty well. And that whole introduction of Chopper, is it the best backstory of the Straw Hats? I'm not sure, but it's definitely up there. And we also get when Luffy holds the flag of Dr. Hiluluk, and you know, he says, you're my friend, man, you're my guy, Chopper, you know, you're my dude, bro, you're my guy, join the crew. That whole way of Chopper joining the crew, and then the way he left with the cherry blossoms. Oh, is that one moment? I don't know, I feel like it's 2. But it's also on my list when they have the cherry blossoms as Chopper's leaving. So we get a Dr. Hiluluk dying and his quotes, and Chopper seeing the cherry blossoms as they leave, as 2 separate moments on the list. Are they in the top 5? We'll see at the end. Oh, Sogeking shoots the flag. That's the next moment. Like, this guy, he was another man on business. That is a different guy. People say that's Usopp. I've never seen Usopp move like that in my entire life. So Sogeking, this guy pulled up for one arc. He said, I am here to make my name in history. I'm going to be in history books. No talk, just action. Luffy told him, shoot the flag. No hesitation. Ice cold in his veins. Shot the flag, 1 shot. Sniper King. That's why Sogeking, he has to be in the memorable moments. Oh, but is he top 5? That's what I mean. He is definitely in the top 10, but top 5, oof. Then after that, I have Brook joining and his backstory, you know. That whole backstory, I'm gonna be real. I can't expose this, but man was crying again, bro. I was crying. I was holding back my tears. I had my brother in the room as well. I was like, yo, I can't let him catch me crying. So I was a bit like that, you know. I was like, within the same 10 minutes, I cried again. Because this Brook guy is saying, can I join your crew? Luffy says, of course, man. But Brook, what he says after, man, it just made me tear up, bro. This is actually an underrated moment. But Brook, he just stops playing the piano. He looks to the sky. He just says, I'm so happy to be alive. Bro, I'll play the clip right now. And yeah, man, that moment, it moves me, man. This guy was alone for like 50 years. He died with his friends, but he couldn't actually die with them. And he probably has some imposter syndrome saying, why am I alive and my friends are dead? All my guys, they're all gone. So yeah, it was a nice moment for him. But let's move on to the next one. We have too many. Gear 2, simple. It was just a hype moment, you know. I feel like that look, I haven't seen Gear 5 yet. But up to Gear 5, I think that was the most hype power upgrade because it just came out of nowhere. By the time I started One Piece, Gear 5 was already out. So I'm just watching it. All I see is my man, he's heating up, he's loading up, he's overheating like a PS4. He's like, Is it a top 5 moment? Because now you got Gear 5, I haven't seen it. But it's a respectable moment in One Piece. Definitely memorable one. The first meeting with Blackbeard in Jaya, and my man says, a man's dream will never end. And also when they're having the cherry pie, you know, this cherry pie tastes good, this cherry pie tastes like booty cheeks. And honestly, the way we didn't know that was Blackbeard back then and the way it played out, that's why I have to respect Oda, you know, he's a genius with that one. So is that a top 5 moment? But it's definitely a memorable moment, and that quote, it's a special quote, man. It could be top 5 quotes in One Piece actually. Then I have Sanji and Luffy, man. That beef at Cake Island. It's not the beef that is the iconic moment, but for me, the iconic moment is the speech that Luffy gave after he says, I cannot become king of the pirates without you. You know, I was like, my man, even though he got booted in the face by his boy, even though I do not agree with that, I'm a Sanji fan, but I was like, yo, even if you're trying to distance yourself from them, you know, you can't be doing that much, you know. Not gonna lie, I was tearing up again. It's just the way he was standing up for his boy. And yeah, memorable moment. We'll get on to the top 5 soon. Another one is actually in an underrated arc. We have Zoro. When they said Raizo is alive, I had the same reaction as the characters, and I love when TV shows, anime, games, whatever, they give me that kind of reaction. I was bamboozled. Boss and Nekomamushi and the dog, they both got their arm and leg ripped off. All the humans, all the people got destroyed. All their houses got finished. All their livelihoods got finished. And then when I realized that these guys, they actually did have the samurai here this whole time, but they held all that smoke just to protect him. I could not believe it at first. I said, nah, it's gotta be a BS, you know. But when it was revealed that Raizo was actually there, fair play, man, fair play. You caught me off guard. I did not believe you had that, you animals, you Zoe. It was definitely a memorable moment for me, definitely because of my reaction. If I recorded that, it would have been funny. But we got a personal, yeah, this is not, you guys probably won't think that this is a top 5 moment, and it probably isn't. But one moment that I really like in Impel Down is when Luffy recovers from poison. He was smoked, but Bon Clay is carrying him. He's saying, yo, you can't die. You gotta save Ace, no matter what. He's dragging him across. Then they get there to level 5.5. And then eventually Luffy recovers. He loses some years of his life. But it's just the scene when he comes out. My man is eating all the food through the door. Just seeing the craziest amount of food getting finished. All the leftovers being dashed out the door. Just hear Luffy munching like a maniac, and then you get the overtaker music again. My man, he is skin and bones, and then he's just bringing out his muscles from the food. Bam, bam, bam. Then he says, and yeah, I really enjoyed that moment. It hyped me up for the next episode back then, and yeah, it's a memorable moment for me. But the last one I got, I feel like I'm lacking a bit of Just Rose. You guys can let me know in the comments. We have I'm Too Weak, you know, after Marineford, Luffy, his head is gone. He's going crazy. He'll smoke anyone on sight. He don't care who it is, you know. So with I'm Too Weak, it was kind of sad seeing how down Luffy was. And you know, Jinbe, it's good that Jinbe was there and he humbled him and he said, yo, remember what you got now. This is actually a life lesson, you know. Sometimes you might be going through it, but you got to remember what you have now. And Jinbe, he taught that lesson to Luffy. And my man realized, even though I'm kind of in the mud right now, got the biggest heartbreak of my life, he remembers that he still got his amigos with him, his friends, his nakama. And honestly, I really love that moment. And hopefully, there's more moments like that to come. So yeah, those are the moments that are memorable and are honourable mention. I could put Curious crying in Dressrosa, but now I'm going to make it a top 5. Yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much. At number 5, I'm going to put... Oh, this is actually... See, it's tough now. And I know you guys, if you put something in the comments, it's going to make it even tougher. So, number 5, I'm going to put... I'm going to put Arlong Park. You know, the first hype moment. Sets the stage for One Piece, Arlong Park. Then I'm going to put... Nothing Happened or I Want to Live. I feel like those two have to be in the top 5. I'm going to put I'm gonna put Nothing Happened at number 4. Hear me out. I love Zoro, but I feel like I Want to Live, you know, it was such an emotional moment, you know, man was crying. So I'm gonna put I Want to Live at number 3. Number 2. Oh, see, like now I can't already put I can't put Brook's backstory there. I can't put Chopper there because those moments transcend it. Low key, I might put I'm Too Weak at number 2, and at number 1, I'm gonna put The One Piece is real, my people.
The One Piece is real!
Yo, let me know if you agree with that list. You know, it could actually change up anyway. The rankings could change. The other honorable mentions could hop in for others. So give me your top 5 list. I want to see if you can build a top 5 memorable One Piece moments list, because trust me, it ain't as easy as it looks. I was struggling, I was stressing, I was stuttering sometimes because I don't even really know what I should actually put in this list. Okay, so officially my top 5 is Arlong Park at number 5, Nothing Happened at number 4, I Want to Live at number 3, I'm Too Weak at number 2, and The One Piece is Real at number 1. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the video, my people. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one, my people.